Hey guys, what's up? It's Uncle Zunky. What's going on? And we're finally going to be starting off with a My Player in NBA 2K15. I have seen a few people asking for it. I was just continuing to say, you know what, I'll do one. Eventually, we'll get to it. And we're going to be doing that now. It's my character that I decided to start off with. I'm not showing the creation or anything. And I'm going to be skipping over all of the cutscenes as well. So hopefully everyone's cool with that. Or at least I will show a cutscene if it's really important. But for the most part, going to be skipping over all the cutscenes just because if you watch any other MyGM, you'll be able to see that stuff, or if you play it yourself, and they don't really change and it does get boring to watch. But I did choose to try out with the Charlotte Hornets, and I am a power forward, 6'10", athletic is what I'm going to be going for, power forward out of Wake Forest University. And let's go ahead and get this started. So I really wanted to play a power forward, and just because it's a little bit different than the point guard, I've always played a point guard in the past, it does get a little bit old, and it's fun playing as a big man in 2K15. It's a lot easier to get rebounds as a My Player than it was in the past, and I think it's a lot easier to score around the rim than it was in the past if you know what you're doing. So getting in here into the practice, you pretty much just had to finish with, I believe, a C+ to make the team. And if I was not able to do that, then I would have to try out with a different team. So I just had to grab a couple of rebounds and maybe get an assist or two. That's really all I needed. One easy way to get your score up as a big man, as I'd commit a stupid turnover there, is just by setting on-ball screens. And I do that quite often. For the point guard, just kind of chill out right next to him and be able to set a few on-ball screens, and then you get some cuts to the rim. Easy teammate grade. So this is bad defense played by me, but trust me, it gets better. This is the very first time I played My Player since I didn't play My Player in 2K14 since like 2K12 or something. So it's been a while, as Gerald Henderson just completely fails on the pass there, and I was gonna get an easy assist for the lay-in, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Playing some defense on Big Al, he's gonna fade, and look at that defense though, and the rebound as well, just, you know, culminating, getting some nice teammate grade up. And yeah, I'm excited for this series. I chose the Hornets because in 2K the Hornets are really good. In real life, maybe not so much, with a nice assist there to end off the quarter. And I do get my C+ teammate grade, just about, after a screen or two. And I will, in fact, make the team after doing this practice, because I did get the set screen for score there at the end as well. So the Hornets are going to progress really nicely, especially in future years, because their players just get good. They have a lot of young talent players. And even though it hasn't worked out so well in real life, in this game, the Hornets are a good team. And here I am going to be putting a lot of my attribute points into athlete, and I'll put a couple in inside score as well, because inside score is really cheap, but I do want to get that athlete up, and I do get it up to about level 7, I believe, and I'll continue purchasing athlete up as I earn more and more VC later on by playing games. I believe I purchased one more athlete to get it up to level 8, so my guy is going to be pretty athletic, which means that I can play defense with him and I can rebound with him. And that's the main thing that I want to do, is just do those two things, defense and rebounding, and maybe some putback lay-ins and such. And I do need to improve my jump shooter as well, because I've been getting fouled a lot lately in games. But we do get into our first game here against the San Antonio Spurs, and I kind of messed up because the quarters are 6 minutes, and I neglected to change the fact that the quarters are way too short. So in all future games, the quarters will be 12 minutes. But this is just the first game. I wasn't expecting to do too well anyway. I was just expecting to get in, kind of feel out how the My Player is going to work in this game, and maybe grab a rebound or two. But we are on a 10-day contract, so I do have to perform fairly well to see if I end up making the team, or if I have to try again with another team. And I actually have fulfilled all the games within that 10-day contract already, but we'll get into that in the next video of this series. But coach is putting me in the game, and we're playing against the San Antonio Spurs, and so far just getting absolutely spanked, 23-11 the first quarter. And San Antonio Spurs have scored 23 points in just 6 minutes of game time, which is pretty ridiculous. And the Hornets are not playing so great of defense, but the Hornets are a pretty good defensive team, as I get the nice assist to Gerald Henderson there. He's wide open. Not very good of a shooter, but I guess anyone in the NBA should be skilled enough to at least knock down a wide open corner three, as it is the easiest three-point shot to knock down on the court. And we wind up, you know, just completely getting blown out by the Spurs. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play too much, as I get the foul here in garbage time, because there probably was a lot of garbage time in this game. But I did get to get on the court a little bit. It is the first game, so I wasn't expecting too much. And with the 55 overall free throw rating, I'm going to hit both free throws here, which is just a little bit crazy. Knock them both down, and it's quite easy to hit the free throws for a guy who has a 55 overall rating. So that was a little bit surprising. I was expecting to just brick both of them, but that leads to the first NBA points coming at the free throw line, and I'm expecting to feast at the free throw line in the future as I'm getting some ball movement here. And one really cool thing is you just move the ball around, you get some teammate grade for that, pass to assist as well. So even if you can't always make the play that leads to the bucket, you can sometimes get it to work out. So I'm going to grab my first defensive rebound in the NBA and expect to see a lot of that in the future, upgrading that athlete. And I have a fairly tall player, of course he's 6'10", and fairly athletic. It's making it really easy to grab boards, so I'm going to be getting a lot of boards, just feasting on the boards, and that's really helpful because rebounds give you a lot of teammate grades. So Lance Stephenson's going to smack down the three-pointer, the deep three at the end of the half, and he's just going crazy. He is celebrating way too much for just a three-pointer, and they would review it, but we would eventually get the points on the board because he released a shot well before the clock ran out. So going into the second half here, I barely played at all. I was in for about the last 10 seconds of the third quarter, which was enough for me to grab another rebound, which was pretty nice. And I really didn't play the rest of the game. I believe I was in for a couple seconds at the end of the fourth quarter, but not really a whole lot else happened, so that pretty much sums up my first NBA game. The Spurs ended up winning by 20 points, really laying the smack down, but of course they are the defending champs. They're a good team, and the young upstart Hornets are, again, young and very talented, but also very young. You can't really expect to beat the defending champs on their home floor all that much. So that sums up my day. I mean, it didn't go too well. I got 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and I believe a turnover as well. So not so hot, not really a whole lot of VC earned, but we're looking to improve. We're looking to continue to upgrade. I am playing on pro difficulty for now. I'll upgrade it up to Superstar after a couple games. Probably after we finish off the 10-day contracts, I'll put it up to Superstar because then you get a lot more VC. But that's my overall performance. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this series. Hopefully you guys are too. I'll see you with the next episode in a few days. And that's all for me right now. So farewell.